First of all, I want to say thank you to Lakin and her mom for bringing the pizza tonight. Oh, and Saturday brought it. Thank you. We are not used to getting pizza more than once a month, so pizza this week, and next week pizza courtesy of the ladies. So come back next week. Last week. Birthday people? My friend's not here, but she did. We're not speaking for her. This week? Stand up. Stacy. Anybody else? Tequila's is the birthday. Who? Lindsay. Yeah, New Year's next week. So Lindsay and Stacy both are having a birthday. Anybody else? Jesus. Yes! Thank you! Jesus, happy birthday! And we all know Jesus is the ultimate rise above-er, so yes, saying rise above-ers, we know. Ready? We're going to sing. Ready? To who? To the rise above-ers. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, rise above-ers. Happy birthday to you. Okay, for those of you who have not been here in a while, this is the quiet sign. Remember, if I put my hands in the air, whatever shape my hands are making, just shut up and be quiet. Okay? Got it? I don't do this. I feel like Spock, but that's weird to me. I'd rather just come in peace. Okay, so how many people do we have that have never been here before? We have newbies. We have a couple. Come on up front, newbies.
This lady right here.
Line up. Totally happy about this. Especially for you. Look at that, guys. Hey, y'all. Are we not awesome for having so many newbies today? So we need them. So we need everyone to be really quiet because newbies don't like to talk real loud like I do. Okay? We're going to meet them, and all I need you to do is tell me what your name and what school you go to.
My name's Brandon Payne. I go to Sheridan High School.
Okay, Brandon, welcome.
Ryan Ross. I go to Westland High School.
Ryan. That's okay. Tell her your name.
Heather Norman.
Heather Norman, and she is older than all y'all, so she don't go to school.
All y'all.
And she is single. Lucky girl. Then next we have Lily. What school do you go to? Sheridan Elementary. What grade do you go? She's in 2nd grade. That's awesome. You are? Rachel, and she goes to? Oh, Central Ohio Technical College. Last but not least, we have?
Sierra.
Sierra. What school do you go to? Digital school? Like college? No. No? Just online? Oh, she goes to online school. Okay. I won't embarrass you. I know some of them. You can shake that butt, girl. Come on, girl. Try not to scare the newbies too much, you guys. Work it. Alright? We do appreciate you guys coming, okay? Don't let me scare you. Don't let me scare you. I'm really not scary.
You're being scary.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I do want to show you the new bracelets. Newbies, see the bracelets? Everybody? These are what they look like. They say Rise Above on them. If you want one, you have to earn it. You got to come to 7 meetings and do 7 challenges. Okay? So nobody but me has one of these. just started. What?
What if you're not in it? Can you still earn one?
Yes, you can. Okay? Because I know that all you people that have the old purple ones want one of these really cool new ones.
Yeah.
So believe me, when you sign in, that's my log for keeping track of who is qualified to get a bracelet and who isn't. So if you don't sign in, too bad, I didn't know you was here. Okay? It's your responsibility to sign in and tell me whether or not you did the challenge. Speaking of challenge, who did the challenge this week? Awesome! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Who did the challenge? For those of you who did not do the challenge, you missed out on cool Christmas tattoos. You never know what you might get when you come here, whatever Shannon happens to find at the dollar store. Okay? Anyways, last week what we did was we picked a challenge. We had all these challenges that we could have done, and you could have picked any of them. We picked cards and drew cards. But I would like to hear from some of you who did your challenge. What did you actually do? Somebody want to share? Adam.
I was supposed to connect two friends, so I connected a polarized lover with my dad's uncle hat.
Okay, connected two friends. Good job. Anybody else want to share? Billy.
I was supposed to acknowledge an act of kindness by someone I'm thankful for it, and someone opened the door for me at Circle K, so I thanked them.
Good job. Did you do the favor to anybody else and open the door for them?
Oh yeah, I always do.
Good job. Good job. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else? The rest of y'all can't remember what you did, or are you just too shy? Alexis, me, my mom, and my grandma, we all donated to the Salvation Army. Do you guys hear that? That is why we love Alexis's grandma today, because Alexis got her mom and her grandma to do the challenge with her this week. How awesome is that, right? Would your grandma like a Christmas tattoo? If you want to. One for your grandma and one for your mom, and tell them we love them, okay? So, next I would like to say, hi Brad. Where's Kate?
Hey, Brad. Hey, Brad.
Oh, there you are. Hi,
What's up, boy?
I didn't see you. I love you.
Hey, Brad.
Anyway, so next time, since I explained how you can get a bracelet for the newbies, the reason why you want a really cool bracelet like this is because we use them to remind ourselves every single day when we put it on that we are holding ourselves to a higher standard. Okay? When you come to this group and you wear the t-shirt and you wear the bracelet and you make this a part of your life, you put this on every day and you remind yourself, hey, I'm going to do better today. I am not going to bully someone. I am going to stand up for the person who is getting bullied. I'm going to live my life in a better way. That's what this is all about. Okay? And that bracelet is just something to help remind you. We're no longer snapping them at each other because we are not the Rise Above police. Okay? But we are snapping them at ourselves when we feel ourselves getting out of trouble, into trouble. This will help you, okay? It's a coping mechanism, it works. And it also binds you guys together. I see a lot of purple here today, okay? It's awesome that you guys wear your t-shirts, you wear your purple on Tuesdays. It binds you together as a group. And we're going to learn why that's important tonight, okay? We'll go into it a little bit later. So, I want to go over right now. Last week's numbers, we had 53. So we're down a little bit. Looks like we're maybe up a little bit more tonight, so that's good. We are missing a lot of people, so I expected us to have a really low number, and it looks like you guys came out anyway, so that's awesome. We will be having Rise Above next week, even though you guys are on vacation and stuff. Come on out, I'll be here. There ain't no reason why we can't have it unless we have a big snowstorm, okay? We had 3 newbies last week, and we had 28 people do the challenge last week. I think that is really, that's mind-boggling, guys. 28 people that did the challenge. Awesome. Okay, so with that, we have a talent share today. This Alexis Barnett is very happy to come bring her talent for us.
Hey Alexis, you know what I found? I found a video of us this Christmas. I was on your back and we were going down the hallway and you were making a horse.
Don't ever show anybody that.
We were like 11.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and since I was 10, I've been able to make animal noises. And feel free to laugh because I've been told they're really funny, but I can make just about any animal noise I can hear, so it's pretty neat. So, I'm just gonna do a few, not all of them. I'm sorry.
Do it.
If you have any requests, I'll do it.
Jaguar. Definitely. Definitely that one. Yeah.
Can you do a wolf?
Not really. If I heard it, I could probably do it, but...
Horse.
Oh no.
What about a lion?
Well, the jaguar is pretty much like a lion.
Very different.
Well... I can't do an elephant.
I like to do an elephant. No, I can't.
Yeah, so like this.
A pig.
I can't really do a cow. I've tried, but yeah. I will try that.
Did you do a chicken?
Nina?
Donkey. Oh no! This one's
I mean, if I can learn more, I'll do more for you.
Allie, do your elephant.
Yeah.
Seals make noises. You can't do it.
You steal? No. Yeah? Yeah?
I'm a male chicken.
You know, a rooster? What's your rooster? Yeah.
You do goat?
Yeah?
Surprise us with one.
What is a zebra supposed to sound like?
a zebra.
Next meeting will I dance?
She goes hardcore.
Never considered.
Good job, Alexis. get signed on to the schedule to share your talents, because everybody can do something, okay? Alright, we are going to settle down a little bit here now, get into a little bit more serious of a mode. We want to ask one of us to share the story tonight, and tonight's person that would like to share is Miss Abby Tolliver, so make her welcome.
She says she's my best friend. I don't really know if she is. Like, if she gets mad at me or like anybody else, she'll start spreading rumors that are not true. She won't talk to us if we ask what we did wrong. She won't talk to anybody unless they're on her side. She says that she hated me one time. She said that I said that she needed to get a life. She said that I said she wasn't allowed on my property ever again. And she said these same things to a lot of her other friends. And I tried to tell my parents about it, but they were never bullied in school, so they don't really know what it's like. So it's kind of hard on me in that way. So I tried to tell my friends' parents because she got bullied in school, so she usually helps me a lot. One of our other Rise Abovers, who actually is one of my best friends, actually can't come. I feel really bad for her right now. She's going through a really hard time. Her parents are splitting, and she really doesn't know what to do. That's really what I have.
And how old are you, Abby?
9 turning 10.
9 turning 10, and she's being bullied. This is why we have this group.
Yeah.
Okay? 9 years old and being bullied. And another one of our very, very young Rise Abovers, same thing, going through a really rough time. So just because most of you are in high school, don't forget about our younger ones, okay? Because they're facing these same problems, and if we can help them to be able to cope with the problems that they have at a young age, hopefully they won't have to go through it as bad as what some of us have gone through, okay? So thank you for sharing your story with us. Things to share. I would like Miss Amanda Dorsey to come up here, please. She is going to, do you want to share your story too? It's not. Okay. I know. I mean, can we get to like 5 minutes? No? Okay, would you rather wait? I'm just going to have her go ahead and read a poem for us that she wrote when she was a sophomore. She'll be sharing next week. Yeah, she'll be sharing next week. So please make sure that you're here, because she has a very interesting story to share with us. But for tonight, we want to hear the poem that she's written.
I went through a really hard time my sophomore year, so I kind of wrote a poem to kind of go along with what I was feeling. Okay, it's called Insides. I want my insides to come out on the floor. I just need to let my blood pour. I cut my wrist and let the blood trickle down. Nobody knows because I don't make a sound. I don't know why I have this pain. I think about it until I go insane. My tears keep falling from this endless swallowing. No one knows what I've been through. I write notes to myself that say I hate you. Always walking around with a fake empty smile. I seem happy for a little while. You don't know how many pills were in my mouth or how many drinks I had to make me pass out. I've lost my life, there's no debate. Mr. Satan, I know you cannot wait. Oh God, why couldn't you have helped me? Maybe then all the wonders I would see. My life has sucked, I've had no real good luck. I'm all alone in this hazardous zone. No one knows what's behind the mask, for no one knows the truth about my past. For I have lost and you have won. That's it for me, for I am done.
All right.
Guys, why I had her read that, because that's typically not the kind of uplifting thing that we hear at Rise Above. I mean, that was kind of depressing, right? Yeah. Let me tell you why. Tonight's story, or tonight's lesson, is about teen suicide. And I know this is a difficult subject to tackle, but it's something that needs to be discussed. And I know this because every single week, someone is coming up to me and telling me things like what Amanda just wrote, okay? They're telling me that they've cut themselves or they know someone who wants to kill themselves. Young kids, you know, not just you high schoolers. It's everyone. It's a widespread problem, and we need to shed some light on it. Because one of the things about Rise Above is we bring things into the light, so you're not ashamed anymore. Okay? We're going to bring this into the light as well, and for lots of different reasons tonight. I want you guys to close your eyes for a second. Close your eyes and just listen to what I have to say. So, you want to kill yourself because no one cares about you. Your family hates you, right? No. Your parents walking into your room in the morning only to find a dead body. They'll try their hardest not to think negative and just to think that you're fooling around. Then they'll start shaking you. Why aren't you breathing? They'll be broken. Tears. Many tears. More tears than you ever shed. Was it them? Were they the reason you did this? More tears. Pain every day, every night, every single second of every day. Guilt. More guilt. What about your best friends? They're not going to care, right? No. What's the first thing that will go through their mind when your principal comes in and tells the class that you're not alive? Well, your best friend sits there in tears. That girl that you'd smile at but never talk to, now she's crying. The boy who used to kick you under the table just to annoy you, he'll be shocked. He'll be devastated. He'll blame himself. What about your teacher? Thoughts crossing her mind? She'll question if you did it because she didn't make school comfortable enough for you. Pain, devastation, all in one. Who organizes your funeral? Who has to go through your stuff? Clothes, notes. Those few older girls who used to give you daggers at school, they'll feel regret. They'll blame themselves. See, if you killed yourself today, you'll never know what might have happened tomorrow. You'll never know because you're dead. Plain dead. Not breathing, not alive, just dead. Your family hates themselves for it. Your best friend then falls into depression. Tears, more tears. More tears than a river. All because you killed yourself because you thought no one would care. Right? You are loved by many. Someone right now is thinking of you. And right now, I'm thinking about anyone who has thought or is considering suicide. You are beautiful. No matter if you're black, white, homosexual, tall, short, overweight, or anorexic, you are beautiful. You want to kill yourself? Think about it first. There's no coming back. And I promise if you do it, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting many. You're creating more fears than you ever led yourself to. You're making everyone miserable and making them all feel guilt and pain. Never will they feel whole like they used to when they had you. You are beautiful, and you are never alone. Open your eyes. Someone sent that to me on Facebook, and I had to read it to you guys because it's very, very, very important to me, this issue, that you guys feel like you have no way out. Let me tell you something right now. This girl here, she thought about suicide lots of times. Lots of times. So many times I don't even want to think about it. Matter of fact, she went to the hospital for it, was in the hospital for a week, and they asked her to do some artwork, and this is what she made. Now, do you guys see the little bit of orange down here in the corner? Teeny tiny little bit? That's how much hope she felt like she had. out of all the entire world, that much hope. This is Lauren. That's what they told me when she brought this home, that that's what this painting meant. She didn't know that when she made this painting, but that's what the psychiatrists tell me. So why do I feel the need to talk to you guys about it tonight? 3 reasons. Number 1, because bullying leads to teen suicide more often than we care to admit. So it is a serious subject that we do need to tackle here since we are an anti-bullying group. Okay? Number 2, because my daughter dealt with suicide thoughts. And if she did, and you guys know Lauren, you know when she was at school she was happy-go-lucky, having a good time and smiling at everybody. But when she was home, she was drawing things like that. She was writing things like what Amanda wrote. Okay? She was unhappy inside, even though you may not have seen it. And number 3, because I see so many of you who come here each week who are cutting themselves, who are hurting themselves, who are crying to me and asking for help. This has become more than just an anti-bullying group. This has become a place where people go for help. And this is going to be a place where they can get it. Whether it's from me, whether it's from each one of you, we're going to learn tonight how to expand our vision for this group. Okay? Let me give you just a little bit of statistics. Every year, for every 100,000 youth, there are approximately 10 youth suicides. Every day, there are approximately 11 youth suicides. 11 kids have killed themselves today. 11. Every 2 hours and 11 minutes, a person under the age of 25 completes suicide. So, from the time you guys got here to the time you leave, somebody else will be dead. Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death for teens, right behind accidents and homicide. It is the 2nd leading cause of death in colleges. So those of you who are out of high school, you're not out of the gray zone yet. For every suicide completion, there are between 50 and 200 attempts. That's a lot. Okay? So, according to that statistic, almost 1,700 kids have died since we started Rise Above from teen suicide. And if there are just 100 attempts for each completion, that means that since we started Rise Above a few months ago, there have been 17,000 attempts of suicide. 17,000. Okay? 1,700 completions alone is more than what we have in our high school at Sheridan. Okay? If the entire high school killed themselves off, okay, you're still looking at more people that died since we've started this group. That's an alarming number. Okay? We got to do something about that, guys. Now, you ask why I'm all hopped up on that this week. Well, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you. I watched a movie called To Save a Life. How many of you guys have seen that movie? Excellent, excellent movie. As a matter of fact, when we finally get our projection system, I'm going to show it to you guys. It really will open your eyes to what teen suicide is and how it can be prevented. Okay? We're going to talk a little bit about the things that I felt when I saw that movie. And I think that I'll share with you. The suicide attempt rate is increasing for kids 10 to 14 years old. Kids just like Abby's age that was just up here a minute ago. Okay? It's sad. Why do you think that kids that young feel that they need to kill themselves? Anybody?
Because of bullying and picking on people and getting called names and stuff.
There are those reasons.
Lost their self-worth.
Self-worth, right?
Feel like they're not wanted anymore.
They feel like what?
Like they're not wanted anymore.
Like they're not wanted anymore, yes.
They've seen it and think that it's okay because they don't know right from wrong.
Right. Let me start, yes.
They think it would make them feel better and they don't think that they're loved.
Right. You guys, kids ages 10 to 14 especially, you know that they're not mature yet, okay? All of us have a ways to go with our maturity. We do. We're learning every single day. But kids, especially in that age group, are really, really immature. And they're not thinking about the fact that their actions have consequences that they can't undo, okay? All they think is, I hurt. This is the only way that I can see out of it, because I feel alone, because no one will listen to me, because my parents are splitting up, or because I don't seem to have a friend today, okay? They're not thinking about the long-term effects of what their decision will have, okay? They're thinking of it as something to make themselves feel better today. And I know that you guys have thought about this, even you older ones. I know you have. Lauren used to talk to me about it all the time. She hurt so bad, she couldn't see past. Okay? What I want to tell you is, it gets better. I can say this from experience. Number one, because I've been depressed before, okay? But not so much. I want you guys to know it gets better, because the day that I went to the hospital and they told me this girl right here didn't make it through the car wreck, that was the worst day of my life. I cried and screamed. And I didn't know what to do with myself. But I made it through that day. And I made it through the day after. And I made it through the day after. And 5 months later, I'm still making it through another day. And it gets a little bit better each day. I still miss her. Don't get me wrong. I miss her like the dickens. But you see me coming out here, laughing, having fun, dancing with you guys, singing, carrying on, because I'm not bogged down in that pain anymore that I was the day that she died. I would not have been laughing and dancing and carrying on the day that she died, okay? But I can today, because it gets a little better. And anything that you're going through at this point in time, today, whatever you're going through, your life may be the most horrible thing you could possibly imagine today. But it's not going to stay that way. That's a trick of the devil. Okay? Let me tell you, how many of you guys were here last week? What did we teach on last week, guys? Remember? It was an S word. Slender. Okay. I have a reason for reminding you of this. Okay? This word right here diabolos means slanderer in Greek. Now, you know what else? What other word we use for this? Satan. That's right. Satan, the devil. Okay? His very name means slanderer. Now, what was the big thing that I taught you about slander last week? What makes it different from gossip?
It's not true.
It's not true. It's a lie, right? False accusations to defeat your character, to bring you down as a person, okay? So, if the devil, his name means slanderer, what does that tell you about anything he puts in your mind? It's a lie. He's not capable of telling the truth. So, I thought that was really cool when I found that out today. It just happened to go with last week's lesson, because it's very important. I'll tell you guys a little something that I told Lauren every time she decided that she was going to get depressed. And that is the fact that when you are depressed, it is because you are concentrating on negative thoughts. Okay? Negative thoughts that the devil puts in your mind. And I want you guys to know, for a fact, 100%, you do not have to think about the first thing that pops in your mind. You have a choice. You can always choose what your thoughts are. Now, I cannot stop a thought from coming into my mind. Sometimes it just comes in and that's the way it is. But I have a choice on whether or not I'm going to dwell on that thought. Okay? Depression comes from dwelling on negative thoughts. And pretty soon, after you've thought about these negative thoughts, oh, my life's so horrible, oh my gosh, so-and-so won't leave me alone, my boyfriend's gone, my parents are splitting up, and you think about that all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, you start to think, my life really sucks, it would be better if I wasn't here. The devil takes and puts these lies into your mind, and you start thinking about them more and more and more, until guess what happens? Those lies become truth to you. What happens is, you end up making your own little world that you think is reality, but it's not. It's a set of lies that you've built up to make your reality. How many of you guys know that you tell yourself something long enough, you probably believe it? Right? I've taught you that from day one, okay? Whatever you tell yourself in your mind comes to pass. It comes to be true. So, you have a choice on whether you're going to think of those negative thoughts, how horrible your life is, how terrible you are, how everything would be better if you just weren't here, or you can choose to stand up to those thoughts and say, you know what, that's slander, that's a lie, that is not true about me, and I'm not going to let it be true about me. You have the choice of what you're going to think in your own mind. You don't have a choice over what anyone else is going to think in their mind, but you have a choice over what you're going to think in your mind. And you have to choose positive thoughts in place of those negative ones, or you end up depressed, and depression is a huge reason for teen suicide. Okay, do you guys get that? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be yelling at you, it's just really important to me that you get this, okay? Now, I'm going to have Ben come up and share a little something with you. Don't sing. He's not going to sing, I promise. Give him your attention, please.
Alright, for those of you guys that don't know, before I did what I do now, I worked in the restaurant business. I owned a Subway for quite a few years, about 10 years. And through that time, you know, I met a lot of different people, different employees, and, you know, you become friends with them, or at least I did. And, you know, to make a long story short, there was probably a middle-aged woman, probably about my age, when this happened. I was probably more along the age of 19 or 20 years old. And she was supposed to work one morning. And she called in to me, and she told me that she was having a rough time. And, you know, her boyfriend was breaking up with her, and he had kicked her out. She didn't have any place to go, so she had to stay with her ex-husband. It was a big, long story. But she said enough to me that she said that I need you to come pick me up. And, you know, she was telling me that she wanted to hurt herself and this, that, and the other. Well, I was 19 years old, so, you know, I did what anybody probably would do, is I got somebody to open up the store. I left, I went and picked her up, and I talked to her for probably 2 or 3 hours, and I took her back and I dropped her off. And in my mind, I thought everything was fine. You know, like I did my part, I helped her, and, you know, that she'd be fine, she'd come back to work the next day. So the next day comes, and I wasn't right. And what ended up happening was that she was so upset about what was going on with her life that she actually went over to her boyfriend's house right before she was supposed to be to work, and he opened the door, and she had a gun. And she pulled the trigger, and the gun jammed. And so he slammed the door shut, and she went out into the front yard and did what she told me that she was going to do. And I tell you that big, long story or sad story because I know it's hard to take people seriously all the time, but when somebody says something, you really do have to listen. I mean, it's probably been, it's been over 10 years, and I can still remember the phone call that I got when that happened, and, you know, the feeling that I had, you know, about whether or not I could have done more. She didn't have any family or friends, you know, and in that instance, the only thing I had to do was to call the police or try to get her some help that way, but I chose not to. I thought talking to her was good enough. And you know, you may not always believe somebody, and I think that was the case with me at 19 years old. I didn't really believe that anything was going to happen from it, you know, but I'll probably never forget that story for the rest of my life. And hopefully it can help you guys, that if somebody does confide in you, that, you know, you tell somebody, or you try to get them the help that they need, and you take them somewhat seriously. So.
I also want to share with you guys, I had asked my friend Joy Robinson to be here. She's, I believe, out of town right now, but she's a friend that I've made since Lauren's death. Her daughter died a month before Lauren, and she had broken up with her boyfriend. She was 17 years old. She'd broken up with her boyfriend, and her mom came home and was looking for her and found her hanging on the back of her bedroom door. So every day, Joy has to struggle with the fact that her 17-year-old baby is not here anymore. And it's a very sad thing for her. She, like me, has made friends with a lot of other moms who have lost their kids. And one of the other moms that she made friends with had lost her son, or no, lost her daughter as well. And just this past couple months ago, her mom couldn't handle it anymore and killed her own self. So you see what a terrible, terrible cycle that this is. It doesn't solve anything, people. It doesn't solve a thing. It just continues and gets bigger as a problem, okay? Back when I was in school, if we had problems, we wasn't talking about killing ourselves. I mean, that just didn't happen back in the day when, you know, the dinosaurs was going on that, you know. But now it seems like it's a lot more prevalent. How many of you guys have either thought about doing it yourself or know somebody who's thought of killing themselves? Almost every single one of you. Okay. So that tells you what a big problem this is. Now, why am I taking the time to go over this with you guys? It's not necessarily because I think that you guys are so concerned that you're going to go out and kill each other. No, on the contrary. I think that most of you guys that come here every week are strong. I think you're getting stronger. Every week that you come here, you're becoming a better person. You're working on yourselves harder, okay? So let me just share with you why I think this needs to be addressed at Rise Above. And that's because, number one, we care. Number two, because we can bind together to make each other stronger. Number three, because we have the group power to make somebody feel like they belong. When someone comes here and they've never been here before, all these people, and I've told you before, need to be surrounding them with love. You don't know why that person is here or whether they'll ever come back. This may be your only opportunity to make a difference in their life. I'm bringing this also up to you because we have the power to encourage each other, okay? If that person that you know that's struggling with thoughts of depression and thoughts of suicide, we have the power as a group to be able to encourage each other with the things that we've made it through. You can bring somebody to Rise Above if you know they're having a hard time. You can teach them. If they don't want to come to Rise Above, you can say, hey, this is what I learned today. You know, you guys are getting stronger each and every time you come. And when you get stronger, you have the strength to help other people who are at their weakest. Okay? On the days when I feel sad and I'm missing Lauren, and I had 2 of those days back to back this weekend. I had a breakdown and was crying like a baby and acting a fool. Okay? On those days when I feel that way, Ben knows what to do. He lifts me up. He encourages me. You guys lift me up and encourage me. You get on Facebook and say, Mama, we love you. Don't quit on us. You know, everybody feels down sometimes. Okay? What I'm trying to get through to you guys is that we need to be there for each other. I'm not there in the schools. Okay? I'm not there with you every single day. I'm there with you on Facebook. Okay? But I'm not beside you. I don't see that person that you see in the lunch line who goes and sits by themselves. I don't see that person who gets picked on every time they go to their locker and their books get knocked out of their hand. Okay? I don't see the person who the administrators and the teachers pick on. Okay? I don't see that stuff because I'm not there, but you guys are. And you guys are the ones that make this group what it is. You guys are the ones that have to take this opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life. Because how would you feel? I know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, if I told you guys tonight seriously that I was going to shoot myself tomorrow morning, I know you guys would be blowing my phone up. You'd be coming to my door, giving me hugs, talking to me on Facebook, doing everything in your power to stop it. Would you not? Yes, you would. So let me just tell you right now, the person that you think may be okay on the outside, may be that same person that's struggling on the inside. Okay? You need to stop and take a second look at everyone in your circle, in your sphere of influence. Okay? Everyone that goes to the same school as you. Everyone that's at your job. You know, like Ben said, he worked with this girl. He didn't know how hurting that she really was. But unfortunately, he was the closest thing that she had to a friend. It wasn't close enough. I don't want you guys to have to live with the same regret that he lives with. Okay? Make sure that you make that connection. If you have somebody in your mind that you think might be trouble or might be going through something that's difficult, I want you guys to make a resolution in your mind that you are going to be just a little bit friendlier to that person, just a little bit closer to that person. It is not hard to make a friend. I know you guys can do it. I've given you that as a challenge before. You can make friends. But why do we choose not to? Who said that? Exactly. It's not your comfort zone. I tell you, somebody got me a Snuggie for Christmas. Okay, Miss Caitlin, where is she? She got me a Snuggie for Christmas, okay? And I know, when I get underneath the blanket and I get in my new Snuggie, I get under there and I don't want to move. And somebody wants a drink of water, so ask Ben, he'll get it. You know, Kyla comes in, Mommy, I need a bath. Go tell Daddy. You know, I'm comfortable in my little blankie and I don't want to get out for anybody. Okay? Guess what, people? There's people out there that are going to kill themselves in the next year if you don't get out of your comfort zone and try to talk to them. This is important. Okay? It's way more important than what's on TV tomorrow night. It's way more important than what you're doing after school. Okay? It's way more important than what you realize, because if the person sitting next to you or sitting across from you suddenly wasn't here next week and you found out why, it was because they chose to take their own life, how would you feel? I don't think I would like the way that I would feel. Okay? So we need to make it our #1 priority. Every week we've been coming here, and I've been telling you guys every single time, we're doing this to make ourselves better people, right? We're changing ourselves. We're becoming better people. Part of becoming a better person is turning yourself outward. Okay? Right now, tonight, for those of you that are here, we have a new mission for Rise Above. And it is not just to change ourselves anymore. It is to reach outward. Okay? I'm glad you're working on yourselves. I'm glad we're getting the rough edges polished off and we're getting more beautiful inside. But part of that getting more beautiful is realizing that there's other people in your world besides you. Okay? You need to get up every morning, put on your bracelet, even though you don't have one of these yet, put on your bracelet and decide that you're going to make a difference in someone's life before it's too late. Not tomorrow when they're not here anymore and you don't have a chance. Okay? Why do we waste our time belittling each other and fighting about petty, stupid things when people are dying, when people are hurting, when people are in need of a friend? There are people that come here to Rise Above every week, and when they first started coming here, let me tell you, the first couple weeks that we were even in business, we had like, I don't even know how many people in the hospital for depression and suicide attempts. People that come here, okay? So I happen to know of a handful of people that have been there. And I know that this is a huge problem. Now hopefully they come in every week to Rise Above, they're getting a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. Okay? But it's our responsibility as Rise Abovers not only to rise above our own situation, but to help other people rise above their situations. Because that's when your life truly starts to make a difference. Not when you're just doing things for yourself, but when you're helping somebody else. Because believe me, what helps me every single week get through the fact that my daughter is gone now is because I'm helping you.
Right.
All of you. And if I didn't have you to help, I'd sit in my room and cry all the time. I want better than that. There's work to be done. And it's more than just sitting around on your butt crying and worrying about your own little life and all your little things, what's going on with you. Okay, now if you're one of those people that feels like you want to kill yourself, you are, the reason why you have that depression feeling is because you're turned inward. The minute you start helping someone else, that feeling lessens. Because your focus is no longer on all those negative lies that the devil sends you about yourself. Your focus becomes, what can I do to help this person? She looks like she needs a friend. What can I do to help her today? And once you start thinking about that, your own problems kind of fade into the background. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So, my last thing that I want to say is life is short. We know that from losing Lauren. Okay? 16 years old. Much too young to die. I don't have control over that, but I want to use it as a way to tell you guys that life is short. Way too short for you to be messing around, fighting over little stupid things on Facebook, fighting about who stole your boyfriend, when there's someone out there that you could be a friend to. You could be the one to save a life. Okay? So, give me your best ideas about what you guys think that you could do to help someone fit in, to help someone feel better, to help someone not have those suicidal thoughts or depression thoughts. What do you think we could do? Anybody got any ideas? Amanda?
Why don't you invite someone outside your company to come hang out with you for a day or so, or with you and your friends, or...
That's a great idea. How many of you guys think you could do that? You could invite someone to hang out with you that maybe you don't always hang out with. Okay, I've got a few hands. Those of you that didn't raise your hand, why do you feel like you couldn't do that? What? Because you're out of your comfort zone. Why, Abby? Okay, Abby has a good thing to say here. She said, because your other friends might not like it. How many of you guys think that that's a valid reason? Your other friends might not like you bringing new friends into the group. Okay, valid reason. Let me tell you right now. Is that reason going to hold water with you if that person kills themselves tomorrow? I don't think so. So, someone's life is way much more important than what your friends think of you. Okay? Any more ideas? I think Amanda has the right thing. As a matter of fact, I think that her idea is such a great one that I decided to make it into a challenge. Okay? This week's challenge, make one new friend. Okay? And I don't mean just going over and saying, hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you. That's not making a friend. Okay? I mean, if you decide to go over and make a friend and ask them their name and tell them your name, then you have lunch with them. Or you ask them, hey, what do you like to do for fun? I'm bored tonight. You want to go do something? Want to go see a movie? You know, anything. Try to find something that they like to do. In this movie that I saw, okay, the guy who was depressed and ready to kill himself, he liked video games, okay? The popular boy that was trying to be friends with him didn't really like video games, okay? He thought video games were kind of dorky, but he wanted to make a difference in this kid's life. So he went up to him and started asking him, what kind of game do you like, dude? Seriously, teach me how to play it, okay? The best way to make a friend is to ask somebody what they like. Forget about what you like. It don't matter what you like. What does the person that you're trying to make friends with like? Okay? And you might find something that's fun for you too. You never know. Step out of your comfort zone. Learn to do something different. Just like when you guys see me do the booty work, right? Y'all see the pictures? Oh, hey! Yeah.
We didn't see it.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Dancing is not my thing, okay? I am not comfortable doing booty work, but I do it to have fun with my friends, to have fun with people, to have fun and get out of my comfort zone, okay? That is my point. I may not enjoy shaking my butt and acting like a fool, okay? But I do think it's important to get out of that comfort zone and do something different. Get out from underneath your snuggie this week, people. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
All right, let me hear it. Can you do it? Yeah! That's what I want. We are going to decide right here, right now, that nobody in our community is going to die from teen suicide if we got anything to say about it. You guys with me? Yeah! Alright. You guys get the challenge, right?
Yeah. Make a new friend.
Right. A real friend. Alright. Okay. You got this. I want to make a couple announcements and then we'll be finished, okay? Number one, where's the fundraiser that we have for Lauren's stocking. This is Lauren's Christmas stocking. How many of you guys have not heard about the fundraiser? Raise your hand. Haven't heard? Okay. The fundraiser for Lauren's Christmas stocking is that we are collecting money in her stocking and we are going to give it to a needy family this Christmas. We want to do this to honor her life. So if you have any spare change, any spare dollars, any $100, whatever you want to put in here. Tonight is the last night that we can collect for that, okay? So make sure that you put your money in here if you want to contribute. And I'll be handing out the money to the needy family this week for Christmas, okay? I appreciate all the money that you guys have given so far. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? Thank you. You got money, Miss Kyle? No? Have to get some. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. There's your money. Anybody else? Thank you. All right, for those of you who are having trouble finding your wallets right now, I'll leave this out. Contribute some more. Okay.
Love count?
Love. Let's go with love.
Yep.
Okay. I'm out. I just have a few. Okay. On January the 29th, which is a Sunday, we'll be having a karaoke pizza party here. It'll be here, so bring your booty work. Karaoke! Woo! And we'll be singing and having a good time. We are going to pre-sell the tickets, okay? And Angie and I will be getting together deciding how much those tickets are going to be because we are tired of planning events and then 5 people show up, okay?
Yeah.
So we definitely want to pre-sell the tickets. We do have fun. We do. Also, for those of you who maybe don't know or whatever, I have a few of the old bracelets left that are $3 a piece. So if you want an old bracelet without having to earn it, you can buy one for $3. Also, okay, the New Lexington speaking engagement. Sorry about that last week, you guys. I know that I announced that we were supposed to go there and speak, and then they canceled on me the day of. So this is like the second or third time they've canceled. I'm tired of dealing with them. So if they want us, they'll contact us. I'm not contacting them anymore. Yes, you should try to post them. I'm not going to go pushing our program on anybody. I'll wait. They contact me.
New Lexington has signs up. Someone else started something.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but they have signs all over.
Really open to it. Okay, as long as, like I said, if they contact me, we will be happy to go there. I'm not going to be on the phone like, hey, can we come to your school? Because then they don't care. All right? If they want us to come, they're going to contact me. Just like Minnie's Career Center did. On the same day that New Lexington canceled on us, I was really upset and tired of people canceling on me. Minnie's Career Center sent me an email and wanted to know if I could come out there and speak to all of the staff for their entire district out there. So I will be going out there and pitching the program to them. So yeah. That'll be happening in February, and I don't think I can take any of you guys with me. I think I just need to go and speak, but I'll check with them, okay? Because I'm just speaking to teachers, it won't be students.
Come first.
But they are very excited, and they want to know what we do and what works and what doesn't, all the kind of things that we're about, so that's exciting. Also, in February, we have on the 27th our scheduled field trip for the Ohio School for the Blind. I want to thank you, each of you that are taking time on Facebook to talk to the people online that are from the Ohio School for the Blind. I know we have a few members. Just a minute, ma'am. Thank you for taking the time to talk to them and to reach out to them. It makes them feel very special when you guys take your time out to include them as part of our group. They really want to come here, but they just can't. So it's great that we reach out to them online. We'll be going and we will be spending the day from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We get to eat a blind lunch. We get to find out what it's like to be blind. They're going to lead us around and all kinds of fun stuff. So it'll be nice. And then also on March 24th, we are also supporting Rachel Sims in her Hope for Hunter walk. We're going to be collecting money for her best friend Hunter, to muscular dystrophy. Yes, they're doing a walk for muscular dystrophy, so we'll be doing that in March. Yes?
Okay, I'm going to get bold.
Okay.
Because you said that you wouldn't go out and approach people, but what about one of your members? Because I'm curious, because I keep hearing everybody in here talk about high schools and different places. And you said tonight that we need to reach even some of those people who are that have graduated already. And some of us are going into college. What about some of those college campuses? And I'm very curious, since you guys, I'm very curious if Ohio Christian University would open up their university and let this group come in and talk with their campus. I go to school there and attend school there, and they're very open to groups like this. And I think that because skip the hate, spread the love, make a choice to rise above, and because there are a lot of Christian ethical things going on in this group, that they would be willing to open their doors to you. And if you can get one campus to open their doors, they can very well spread the word to get other campuses to open their doors.
I am all, let me just directly, I am all for us going wherever we need to go. However, I personally don't have the time to chase down people who have said they're interested but they're really not, you know what I mean? So if you guys know somebody that's an administrator at a school, or you know that they're really interested in having us come out, feel free. Give them my business card. I will give you my business card. You all know my phone number, whatever. Give them my information and have them contact me. The thing with New Lexington did not happen because I had them conversing with students, and it didn't get to me till the last minute. And so, like, the right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing, okay? We had contacted them because some of our people thought it would be a good idea. Obviously, they weren't really interested, or they would have contacted me. So, if you know somebody or you know a school that you know is interested, have the administrator contact me and set something up. We'll be more than happy to go. Not a problem. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? Also, I've had some people ask me, oh, would you be willing to go on Dr. Phil? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I will go on TV if somebody calls me and says, hey, come on TV. It doesn't matter. We need to get our message out there. It's an important message, okay? But until I have Dr. Phil knocking on my door, we need you guys to do the work. And that means what we talked about tonight. You guys are the ones going out there and being rise above to these kids every single day. Yes?
Can I go with the
We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there.
Matt, Billy.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything that needs to be discussed? Yes.
Love you.
Ruben?
Love you too.
Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, I forgot. I was gonna sing you guys a Christmas song.
She was really
And you know why? Because
Rather see booty work.
no.
Maybe you got to see it. It was fun if you were here.
It was fun.
It was amazing.
I'm telling you right now, for those of you who don't make an effort to come to our activities, we do have a blast.
Yeah.
So much fun. So really, you're missing out on a lot of the fun, okay? But I just want to thank each and every one of you who has made it their choice to come tonight. And also those of you who decided to bring me presents. I appreciate every single one of you so much, and it's very sweet of you to bring me presents. So this is my gift to you. I will sing you a Christmas song, okay? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart